The painters in the first round. At easel number 1, we've seen him a few times this season. He has accomplished everything except winning the final round, which he is trying to do tonight. Andre Castro! He's here to get the job done. At easel number 2, a former Art Battle Halifax competitor. She is here tonight with us in Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Higgins. And at easel number 3, making his second appearance this season. We just had to have him back and see more. Please put your hands together for Theo Vandergraaf.
At easel number 4, a street artist with a distinctive black and white surrealist style. Please make some noise for La Pupilla! At easel number 5, he's a self-taught artist spending his days immersed in diagnostic imaging, medical imaging, but that's not his true passion. Painting is his true passion. Please give it up for Bradley Fenway! And finally, at easel number 6, a queer figurative artist whose work explores social constructs. Please put your hands together for Serena Clark! All 6 painters are at their easels, and we've got 20 minutes on the clock. People watching at home, are you ready? Yeah, hit that like button or whatever. Yeah, tell me you're ready.
All right, hello everyone. We are here for Art Battle Toronto, and we have just started our very first round. Round number 1, we have 6 incredible artists stepping up to the easels tonight. Stepping up to the easels tonight, and we cannot wait to see the paint fly. My name is Morgan Booth, and I'm here with the one, the only, all-around creative dude, Tyson Cody. Hey, Tyson.
Hello, Morgan, and hello, everybody who is at home tuning into this fabulous event tonight at the Great Hall here in Toronto. The excitement is high, and I am pumped to be here with y'all.
And we actually have live music going down tonight too. We are good PR, doing some excellent jams tonight.
They look funky, they sound funky, I love the vibes, and I love what we're seeing here on the first canvas here.
We are with La Pupilla, who is an internationally known street artist who works mostly in black and white.
Very cool. La Pupilla, starting off with a beautiful eye that's taking shape here.
And I think that's actually what her artist name means.
Oh.
La Pupilla.
That makes sense.
I think it means pupil.
The synapses are firing at the moment. All right, the connections are being made. I love it.
And this is super cool. She's going down with, it looks like a pointillism technique, but she's already toned out her canvas with this kind of, almost like a seafoamy color.
Indeed, it's so fabulous to see the different approaches that the artists take in their first moments of the first round here. And with a little bit of texture and hodgepodge being dashed onto the canvas here, we're with...
we are with Theo, and Theo is throwing it down. Or actually, I'm trying to figure out who we're with right now, but I believe that we are with Theo. And Theo is going straight for the texture right now. There we are, zoomed out. That's definitely Theo. And going for the texture right now with some really, really heavily applied white, and I think that's going to be super interesting. Theo, here we are looking at Rebecca Higgins, and Rebecca has actually painted at Art Battle Halifax before.
That is awesome, and it's always so exciting to see repeat offenders coming back up to the battle of Art Battle, and this is such a cool painting that's transpiring here.
Especially when artists are traveling from different Art Battle locations. It's like a touring rock star. Pretty cool.
No kidding.
I'm loving the way that this has started. Like, I am stoked on this right now as a 3-minute painting. I would buy that.
Totally, I just love the choices. The warm tone of the background against the almost tomato soup red. Beautiful.
Yeah, super vibrant. And here we are with Andre Castro. And Andre is a tried and true Art Battle Toronto All-Star. He has made it to the finals quite a few times, and he's hoping to take the win tonight. And I think starting off strong with, I think this is going to be a portrait. What do you think, Tyson?
You know, my vote would be that this is going to be a portrait. Yep, I think I'm aligned with that. And I love the way that he seems to be mapping out the canvas here with these gestural lines slashing onto the canvas here.
Yeah, that's super cool. It's and he keeps flitting all around the canvas to different spots, and it feels like it's directed but also intuitive.
And this color scheme, I saw a TikTok today that was talking about how this was the color scheme of the 90s, this purple and turquoise, and I'm loving to see it right now. It looks fabulous.
It totally is. It totally is. You're bringing me into nostalgia moments with that, Tyson.
Yeah.
It's feeling like it's going to be quite musically influenced as well. Ooh, very nice. So here we are with Serena, and they are right now creating a figure that is just so soft and emotive.
And so tranquil, it appears. Hello there.
Yeah, so tranquil, and the way that they're applying the paint here is very super buttery and blendy.
Absolutely.
It's looking like a cross between oil and watercolor. That can't happen, that's not real, but that's what it looks like to me. It's just so soft and translucent at the same time.
Isn't that just the ability for an artist to create some magic like that?
Blowing my mind.
Well done, Serena.
Here we are with Brad Fenwick, and I think that this is actually Brad's third time appearing at Art Battle this season. He has quickly become an audience favorite.
You know, we've talked about this often about how, you know, drawing upon some very specific imagery or, you know, painting an animal is a very bold strategy when trying to get the votes because, you know, if you love elephants, then you're going to vote for this. But, you know, so let's hope there are some elephant lovers in the house tonight. I don't know who wouldn't love an elephant. They're wonderful.
Yeah, I don't want to be friends with anybody that doesn't like elephants.
Indeed, actually. No kidding. So
that's my parameter. That's my friendship parameter.
I agree.
And this is looking really cool right off the bat, especially with the contrast that he's achieving with the super dark background and then going in with the bright blue.
Absolutely, and I love the slashing red as well. It creates an interesting contrast that's really got me a little intrigued about how the remainder of this round is going to unfold for this painting.
Yeah, me too. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Brad continues to build this piece and what decisions he's making in terms of what he's layering on next. Back over to La Pupila. Wow.
Oh my, and she has continued on with the incredible pointillism technique, and this is really amazing how it's just emerging out of the space, this eye from the contours.
Emerging is such a great way to describe it. It does really feel almost like all of these dots are kind of converging together in an energy spiral. Like as if all of these particles just needed to come together to create this eye.
No kidding.
That's my esoteric comment for the night.
I love it, and it's so true, and I think that really captures the ability of an artist to seemingly reveal something that was already there intuitively.
And Theo just doing such a fantastic job laying down all of this texture, and Theo is well known for being a figurative artist, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some representational elements creeping in here.
Well, there's still 12 more minutes left, more than 12 more minutes left of this round, and it's always so exciting to see how things transpire and how things unfold with these artists.
And going in there with some of the water spray as well, definitely some advanced techniques.
Yes, indeed. This warrior has wielded a sponge in this particular battle, an unlikely weapon, but dazzling in the fight.
Whoa, as we just zoomed out to Rebecca's piece, this piece is blowing my mind right now. Check out the compartmentalization of the highlights and the shadows on the face.
Like tectonic plates of the composition.
Totally. They're really just, they're converging together. She's really done some thoughtful work here with representing the light with shapes.
Absolutely, very captivating. And quite the expression too.
Oh, look at that green.
Oh, bring it on.
Yes, I love when our camera catches moments like that where artists are making a decision that completely changes the whole painting.
Oh yeah, they are truly special moments, and that's exactly the pleasure of live painting and such an amazing event that this is Art Battle Toronto. Art Battle International as well, you know, which I didn't realize as much before I got involved here, is that Art Battle is all over. We've got some beautiful artwork in the house tonight from Serbia as well. It's been a pleasure to see.
Yeah, our co-founder Simon bought a few pieces from the battle that just happened in Serbia, and our local organizer there flew them over because she was coming to hang out in Toronto. But yeah, art battles everywhere, and if you are interested in going to an art battle near you and you're not based in Toronto, or you're an artist who wants to paint somewhere, or all over the world really, head to artbattle.com and check out what we got cooking.
Oh yes, indeed, and what we've got cooking tonight at the Art Battle Toronto event is some beautiful talent up here on the stage.
Yeah, Andre's really rocking this piece. I'm loving seeing this detail work that he's adding in and how loose it is.
No kidding. I was kind of thinking that he would continue on with the color approach, but the line work is really bringing something out.
And the energy here from Serena is so incredible. There's a serenity here with the figure, and there's so much movement from the hair.
Absolutely, and I think that the warm and kind of safe vibe of this painting, it will certainly do well with the crowd here tonight, and certainly do well for capturing the votes. And it's a good time to mention, folks, that you at home who are participating by watching can indeed participate by voting as well, and you can do so at artbattle.com/AB2457. Register and you can vote and participate in this competition. And really, every vote counts. Sometimes we have extremely tight matches, so if you think that one of these painters should move on to the next round, be sure to cast your vote.
And also, all of the works created tonight are available for silent auction at that same link. We will ship them to you. You don't need to be in the room to purchase a work. Wow, this piece from Brad is totally evolving. I have to say, I'm a sucker for this color palette. You know me, I'm a diehard blue fan.
You know, you're so right about that, and great time to plug, Morgan Booth art here, because if you don't know, you must know that Morgan's a fantastic artist in her own right. Worth checking out.
Thanks so much, Tyson. I really am hoping, I wonder if it'll be creepy if he does red eyes, or if it'll be really good. I kind of want red eyes on this.
I would love some red eyes on this.
Like, we're already in that kind of surreal space with the unconventional color choice of the blue elephant.
Indeed, it could be an elephant at nighttime, perhaps, cast in nightly hues.
Oh, nightly hues. That's a good point. It could be blue nightlight. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at the way that she added in that highlight.
This just excites me so much to see this image right here. It's just so dynamic. It's just exploding off of the canvas.
totally incredible. And a detail that I'm really enjoying actually is the way that she's got the eyelids waterline, the lower lid. It's just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful detail.
It's elegant, and I noticed the yellow corners as well is a very bold development that I'm just realizing now.
Yeah, it's funny because it's bold and it's subtle at the same time because it's such a restrained pop of color.
What a fine balance.
All right, we got Theo now adding in his figurative element, bringing us a little bit of a portrait and also, I think, some floral elements to the side.
Very cool. Love the monochrome approach here. It's very moody.
Yeah, super, super moody. Definitely a vibe, and I think that the contrast of the face against the abstract background is really cool too.
Definitely, and I think it's really conveying a lot with a little.
I agree. Oh my god. I love the blue used as a highlight for black hair. I love the expression. I love that we're not getting eye contact.
Here's another wow moment as the blue arrives in the background too. This is very cool, and it has an illustrative quality as well. There's a really striking moment here captured almost as if in a pixel from a comic book.
That's such a great point, Tyson. There is an element of pixelization here, and it feels very contemporary the way that Rebecca is painting this. I am stunned by this piece.
Absolutely stunning. Such amazing works in this first round of Art Battle Toronto.
Whoa! With 5 minutes left on the clock, Andre has introduced 2 more faces into this composition.
Really makes you realize there's so much that can be done in such a short amount of time. And we've still got 5.5 minutes left of this round as the local host, Chris, announces to the Art Battle Great Hall.
Oh my goodness. I'm really loving this piece by Andre. I also have had the opportunity to enjoy Andre's work for quite a few years, and I have to say he's getting better and better. I loved it before, but he's bringing some special magic to the easel this season.
And speaking of special magic, we're back with Serena here with such a whimsical portrait going on, so inviting. And just like I said earlier, I really feel like there's a sense of tranquility and safety portrayed here, which I think is soothing. You know, we talk about the power of art. You know, you can have this on your wall if you wanted to have a nice relaxing space, folks. You could cast a bid and this painting could be yours.
And a really cool choice in terms of theme for the situation. You know, there's so much intensity in the room at Art Battle and vying for votes and performing painting. Creating this painting that's so peaceful is actually a bold move.
You're so right, and to be tranquil in the fierce battle, you know, to be calm in the storm, that's a real sign of character and strength.
I have to say, I'm kind of glad now that he didn't do the red eyes. Maybe it would have gone, I think it would have skewed creepy.
I think this is a chill elephant. You know,
Yeah.
this is an elephant that you might hang out with on a Friday night.
Friday Elephant. That is the unofficial title of this piece. And I like the way that Brad is using this squared off brush to add in his highlights. It's a cool technique.
Absolutely.
I just love this piece more and more every time we come around to it. And now we have
I know. I mean, I want to do commentary. I just need to focus on not just gushing about this piece.
definitely a contender for the finals. This piece is very strong, especially with the added emotional engagement of that tear.
Oh, hot damn, that is what that is. And it's with a little twinkle of light, no less, with a little, that's a nice juxtaposition, hey? It's a tear of sadness, but there's still a sparkle of light.
And it just adds this graphic element to it that's just so on point. Back with Theo here, and what are your thoughts on Theo's piece, Tyson?
I think it has sort of a rustic quality, almost something like the the like a Renaissance approach. You know, there's a bit of softness and elegance to it that seems, yeah, sort of from the ages.
Yeah, it does have kind of a timeless quality, and the way that he's executing the face almost feels like a photograph of a sculpture in some way, just because of the smooth, like, roundness that he's accomplishing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that the monochrome or the limited color palette was certainly a very strong, a bold choice.
It's so interesting how Rebecca has now created a sense of space within the background of this piece by adding in just a few interesting colors in the lower part of the background.
Yeah, I see that. It seems to be some reverberance of her movements.
It's incredible. This piece is blowing my mind. And I also got to point out the highlight on the side of the face that's the same color as the background. So good.
Very cool technique note there, absolutely.
Check out the addition of the horns now.
Yeah, there's really quite a story being told here, and I would love to hear, you know, Theo describe. Oh no, not Theo. Sorry, this is
Andre.
Andre, right? With I would love to hear his interpretation of it, the backstory here. That's such a intriguing image.
1 minute only remaining on the clock. The intensity.
The excitement is peaking in the audience here, folks. People are going wild in the crowd. It has been an extremely exciting round here at Art Battle Toronto, and if you haven't cast your vote, get on it. There's only 35 more seconds of this round. That being said, voting will remain open for a period after the round is completed.
Ooh, this is my favorite part, the last dash to put in contrast. The artists are putting in their lowlights and their highlights.
And still so much can change. You'd be surprised the kinds of things that artists will pull out in their final moments. The last 10 seconds.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brushes down.
What a round, what a round. Woo, they left it all on the canvas for you, and believe it or not, that was the easy part. The hard part is now in your hands. My friends, my art lovers here, you're going to use your special voting link we sent you, and you're going to vote for which of these paintings you like the best, which of these painters you want to see paint one more time tonight in our third and final round. Get your votes in, then get your bids in.
That's right, all of these paintings are up for silent auction. It is right there on the same page that you can vote. Just click on the image that you are interested in, and you can bid and take it home with you tonight, or you can arrange for drop-off or shipping. One further note on the next round, we have a wild card spot in the next round. So if you want to paint, you can put your name in the hat. We're going to draw one name to paint in the second round. If you are interested, go to the desk at the front of house where you came in. You can put your name in there. All right, you've got about 5-6 minutes to cast your votes. Check out all these amazing paintings. Get your votes in now.
No, not yet. Serena! Can I talk to you for a second? Okay, come on up here. But maybe we'll go in front of your painting. Okay, Serena. How did that feel being in front of all of these art battle, art lovers? How did it feel painting this amazing painting?
It felt pretty good. It was a little stressful, but I had a great time. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Do you come in with a plan? Do you make it up as you go along?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I had a little drawing, but yeah, just some inspiration.
I love it's a little surreal with the candle, but it's so dreamy and whimsical. Where are you inspired from?
I just really like playing with like interesting imagery and creating kind of like surrealistic scenes that maybe don't exist, but like feel like they could exist, but like only in your dreams.
What advice do you have for any painters wanting to maybe try an art battle for themselves?
Practice first. Practice first.
Practice makes it better. Thank you so much, Serena. We'll see if we see you in the third round.
See.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Rania, and I'm from Toronto.
Rania, well, thank you so much for coming to Art Battle. Have you been to an art battle before, or is this your first one?
It's my first one.
And so far, what do you think?
I love it.
And what made you vote for this painting?
I liked how it was different. I liked how it was very like abstract. I like these kind of, a lot of colors. And it's like kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah.
Did you notice these devil horns?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I really liked it.
Rania, do you have a little bit of the devil in you?
Maybe.
What do you want people to know who are watching at home about Art Battle?
It's really fun. It's my first time. My aunt brought me. She was the one who like said, let's go. And I really like it. I would come again.
Awesome, Rania. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see if we see Andre paint again.
I hope so. Thank you.
Awesome. Should we check out some more? Portrait. Just so real looking. What's your name and where are you from?
Mikhail, and I'm from Brampton.
Amazing. What brings you to Art Battle tonight?
A friend invited me and I just decided to come over.
Now, did you see all the paintings already? Did you end up voting for this one, or?
I did vote for this one and I've seen all of them, and this one caught my attention the most.
What did you like about it when she was creating it?
Honestly, the color blocking was actually like amazing. You could already tell from the beginning where she was going with it, and along the way, like, it took a different turn, and I liked how it turned out, so this is what I ended up voting for.
I feel like she's like looking at me like over, like, you know, it's like the eyes follow you. Are you an artist yourself?
I am an artist myself.
Did you put your name in the wild card?
I did not know.
Is it okay if I put your name in the wild card? How do I spell your name? I'm putting it in.
Mykail.
Mikhail. Okay, we're putting it in. Okay, we're putting it in. We have our next painter. Okay, we're gonna move on. Oh, okay. So Theo. Okay, so I think your painting got a lot of attention right away because you had that sort of sponging technique. You had that sort of sponge technique at the beginning. Tell me a little bit about that and what you know, thought
I wish I could give you an articulate answer, but...
Let's see the painting.
Oh, by the way. So, I was kind of going in with the sponge. I had this modeling texture paste to just give it a bit more oomph, because I didn't want to wait for the acrylic to dry. So I went for it with the modeling paste, went for it with a couple sponges, give it a lot of texture right away, and then after that I tried to go into the figure, some-ish leaves, if there are leaves. But yeah, it was kind of an experimental evening for me, so yeah, it was okay.
It's honestly like a sculpture on canvas. Like I feel like you sculpted this in a way. Like it's that, you know, it's really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's got some rigidity to it, but hopefully it flows at the same time. So yeah, sculpting paste will do that.
So this is your second art battle with us. Second, right? What was different about this one compared to your first one?
I felt much more relaxed. The first time I felt like I was under a lot of pressure to do it quick, but this time I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and because I wasn't sure if it was going to work out and it was experimental, I was like, well, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So I was very relaxed about it. So yeah, we kind of got there, I think, and we'll see if anybody likes it.
Yeah, well, I think they do, and I think it'll pay off, but we'll see if we see you painting again. I hope we do, but you never know with Art Battle. The audience is a little fickle sometimes. Good luck, and maybe we'll see you later.
My name is Kiki, and I'm from Toronto.
Kiki, welcome. Is this your first Art Battle?
It is.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I love it. It's such a great atmosphere, such a fantastic event. It's gorgeous.
Well, we're so glad you're here. Was it difficult for you to vote for your favorite painting of round one?
Absolutely. They're all so fantastic and in so many diverse styles. It's really difficult to choose just one.
What did you look for when making your vote?
I think color is a big thing that I look for, and contrast contrast, especially. So, which is why this one is fantastic, because it's amazing how with such few colors, he was able to bring it completely to life. And it shows you the power of light and shadow in creating art, so I really liked it.
I love that. Thank you so much. What's your favorite animal?
Cat.
Meow. Thank you so much, Kiki. Okay, we'll see you for round 2. Well, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you get your votes in and get your bids in. And we're going to start.
All right, painters at your easels, please. Round 2 starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here for Art Battle Toronto round number 2. We have all new artists stepping up to the easels for our second round. My name is Morgan Booth, and I am here with the one, the only, all-around creative dude, Tyson Cody. Hey, Tyson.
Hey, Morgan, thanks so much. We are excited to be here at the Great Hall in Toronto for Art Battle Round 2.
And we are starting off our camera work with our 6th easel, our wild card artist, Rachel A. And for anyone who's unfamiliar with the concept of an Art Battle wildcard, we leave one easel spot open and people can sign up at the door to put their name in a hat for the chance to be drawn and go up to the final easel.
You can sign up yourself or you can sign somebody up as well as a prank. Oh boy.
Which happens all the time.
That's what I've heard.
But Rachel's looking pretty confident. I think she put her name in there her very self.
I would believe it. This is somewhat of a sophisticated approach to the canvas here. Seems very confident, very deliberate here.
Yeah, getting lots of paint down on the canvas so far. And once again, these guys only have 20 minutes on the clock to go from blank canvas to incredible masterpiece right in front of your eyes. And you, the audience, will vote for the top artists at the link that's on your screen, artbattle.com/AB2457.
That's right, and thanks to everybody who has voted as yet, and thanks for passing along your favorite painters to the next round. Really makes a lot of makes the whole thing a lot more fun when you get to participate. I think it sure is a pleasure as well to watch these painters at work. You know, it's worth noting as well. You know, it's a very unusual circumstance for these painters to be finding themselves doing their work, as so often, you know, these artists are in their home studios or in their studios wherever they may be, but rarely in front of an audience hungry for battle.
And speaking of being hungry for battle, we are here with Charlotte Hamilton, and a massively amazing start. For 2 minutes in, she's got her whole portrait drawn out and has now tackled in its entirety the background.
Yeah, may as well get that out of the way, hey?
Right? Like, so fast, super clean, really nice and opaque. Great start from Charlotte here.
And furthermore, adding that background color into much of the main figure. Nope, it looks like we might even be saying goodbye. Well, we'll say goodbye for now and see what we say hello to on the next go round.
Here we are with Jimena, and Jimena is an artist who I've been really, really excited to see. She is someone who paints a lot of realist still life, but she has many different influences, and I actually heard, I'm not going to reveal it yet. I'll talk about it once you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not quite sure. Can you give me one hint? Could you say one word that sort of alludes to the subject matter?
Yes, I can.
Great.
There's our cryptic hint, everyone. You guys will know what we're talking about in a few
now I
minutes
remember.
as this piece advances. And right now, a very interesting start with this kind of a demonstration of perspective. Looks like we're getting the creation of a room almost.
Yeah, I was just going to say a creation of some space. Can't wait to see what goes on in that space.
And here we are with Sarah Courtney, and Sarah working on a figure. And Sarah is also an artist who talks a lot about body positivity and uses her work to express that.
Well, I love the approach going on with this the back figure of a person, of what appears to be a woman, and love the drippy technique with the brush strokes as well. Very interesting texture.
Yeah, we've got some gorgeous curves going on already, and I can feel the confidence and the body celebration coming from this piece already.
Absolutely, and I love the color of choice as well. I love to see where this goes.
Me too, and she's just dancing and flitting her brush across the canvas, and you can really get a sense of the energy there.
Totally, and I think it sometimes looks very affectionate the way the painters can, grace the canvas with their brush, depending on the subject matter and how they feel.
I agree, Tyson. That's such a wonderful observation. There is really often an expression of affection with the way that these artists approach their works, and you can really see the love that they have for their craft as they are painting.
And you know, on that, there's also so many other things that can be expressed through the canvas, and we have the privilege as the audience right now to see these artists at work and to see things that you don't usually get to when you're appreciating art. Usually you just get to see the final piece, but here we are seeing these pieces come to life. Makes it so special. Just wonderful, just wonderful.
Yeah, I love getting completely immersed in the artist's process, and here we are with Yaseman, and she is doing, I think this is going to end up being a portrait. I can see her working on some hair, and looks like we've got the face of a figure in here.
Yeah, I love the color scheme as well. It's quite intriguing, it's exciting. I think it really seems like Yaseman is on an adventure, and certainly taking us on that same adventure too.
Wow, very interesting approach here from Inking a Lot. And that is his artist name, and you can find him on Instagram at that same handle, Inking a Lot. And we've got a totally monochrome approach right now.
Absolutely, and the subject matter is quite intriguing. With 13 minutes and 20 seconds left of this round, much to be revealed, but certainly a mystery is emerging on the canvas.
There's the way that these hands are just starting to come to life, the gesture, and you can feel like the weight of the hand coming down from the wrist. It's really beautiful.
Absolutely, and to have the sort of yin-yang approach with the hands above the surface that are black, and then below the arm and rest of the figure is in white. It's making me wonder about the space. It feels like perhaps they are underwater, or perhaps they are removing a layer or something like that. It's hard to say exactly, hence the mystery.
Yeah, just gorgeous. What a start. And here we are back with our wildcard artist, Rachel A. And wow, this has advanced so quickly, and definitely we can tell that Rachel is not just stepping up to the easel for the first time, maybe the first time at Art Battle, but you can tell that she's a seasoned artist.
Absolutely, they picked the right person tonight to enter in this ring of battle.
The choice that she's making in terms of color and doing the kind of grayed out tones in these mountains is something that I'm really enjoying.
Ah, interesting. Yes, mountains. I hadn't realized that's what they were quite yet, but I see that now. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, this portrait from Charlotte is just coming together so beautifully. I love the way that the hair is coming together.
Yeah, I love the haircut.
Me too. I always want to go for a bob, and maybe one day I'll be brave enough, but this painting is making me want to cut my hair.
Well, just like that, folks, if you happen to be watching this and you are the owner of a salon, or perhaps you work at a salon, this piece would hang on the wall beautifully. It would get everybody in there wanting to have a great haircut. So good for business, good for the vibes, and it can be yours just by casting a vote, or rather casting your bid in our auction at artbattle.com/AB245. 23MAY23.
Well, it takes a special painting to inspire action. I'm sure that's not what Charlotte had in mind when she started painting it, but maybe next time she sees me, I'll have a bob haircut. Anyway,
That's the power of art.
here is the object that I was talking about for Jimena. We now have a can that is taking center stage in the painting, and she's actually, do you want to tell us what she's brought as her reference?
Well, you know, this is quite fascinating. She's using a real three-dimensional object as a reference, and you're saying you've never seen this in your years of involvement. I didn't even realize you can do that.
Pun intended, pun intended. Yes, she actually has a can sitting beside her and is using it to paint a still life in real time for Art Battle. And still life usually takes so much time, and so for her to attempt it in the 20 minutes is really impressive.
And a cherry on top, no less.
So fun. I've seen artists pull people from the audience. I've seen artists use their own hand, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody bring their own prop and place it on their palette table beside them. Love the forethought and the preparation there.
Yep, every artist has their preferred weapon of choice that they bring wielding into battle.
And here we are back with Sarah Courtney, and this piece is just coming together so wonderfully. I love the energy of this piece.
Absolutely. Just captures the essence of woman.
And the little bit of blue that's coming off the side is providing a really nice contrast to all of the warm tones that she's used within the skin. It's a subtle contrast, but it really does give it some depth as well.
Back with Yaseman, and we're getting a lovely glimpse of how things have evolved. Love the color scheme, love the winking expression, so sassy and intriguing.
Yeah, this is just coming together in such a wonderful way. And I'm loving all of the bold graphic lines within it as well.
Just the blue face alone is such a bold statement. And to contrast against that, these wonderful neon orange and green and pink, it's so cool.
Yeah, I'm particularly enjoying the orange and the way that it's balanced off of the blue and the big hit of saturation that we're getting.
Getting a pretty good glimpse of the Great Hall here tonight. Great crowd tonight. The vibes are awesome. And thank you very much at home to everybody who has tuned in so far and cast a vote. And just a reminder, if you've got a favorite here tonight, be sure to cast your vote to pass them along to the final round, the third and final round of Art Battle Toronto tonight.
And you can cast your vote at the link that is on your screen, artbattle.com/AB2457. Looks like we're getting ready to head back over to inking a lot, and I'm excited. I want to see how this piece is going.
I get it now. I get it now, and that is just so cool. What an interesting perspective on a person submerged.
Yeah, I never would have thought to create this composition and this pose in this way, and that's just one of the best things about Art Battle is getting to really see so many surprising and different perspectives and ideas from these artists.
It's a profound and perplexing image here. It makes you wonder, is this person in distress? But the sort of the way that their hands and wrists are resting seems like they are in a peaceful state.
Yeah, there's a really interesting contrast and a point of tension here. Very emotionally tense piece.
Yes, and here we're seeing some, again, sophistication in the approach here to this nature scene. Love the colors, love the delicate shading of the background.
Yeah, we're really getting the establishment of atmosphere here from Rachel, and we're really just getting into this scene, and I feel like maybe this is somewhere that she's traveled.
And I love those trees down in the valley of these two mountains.
Yeah, just wonderful the way everything's coming together. And back with Charlotte here, and I'm so into the addition of pink into the face.
Yeah, absolutely, and sparingly at that. Just in a couple of splashes, and we're seeing a bit more of that technique here as well. This splashing of little color segments across the canvas.
Yeah, Charlotte is really enjoying popping this portrait with just small pieces of accent that when you back up all kind of come together. Really, really enjoying this piece.
Absolutely. I'd love to know who they are.
Who is she?
Who is she? That's what we'll wonder for years and years to come.
I think that's one of my favorite reactions that people can have to a portrait is you see the portrait and you're appreciating it for its beauty, but you're also wondering, who is she?
Well, there's something very special about being immortalized in a portrait, that's for sure.
Back with Jimena here, and we now have the addition of some florals and some desserts with our can here as well. This piece is feeling very whimsical.
Whimsical and delicious, by the way.
And now we can see that she's working into the foreground here with 4 minutes remaining on the clock. That's a lot of canvas to tackle.
No kidding. And still so much can change in the final moments of any round. 4 minutes left and counting.
4 minutes remaining. Now is when we're really seeing the energy of the artists. Are they chill or are they frantically trying to finish their piece?
Everybody's got their own approach. And if you've got a favorite, be sure to cast your vote.
The green, that bluey green, is just getting me.
I love that bluey green. A wonderful addition to contrast the blue and the brown and sepia tones of the skin.
And the very considered S shape that she's created with the body here is so beautiful, and really just I feel is very honoring of the body that she's creating.
That's a nice way of putting it. Makes you think of a stretch, you know, one of those moments where you have a deep breath and move out your spine and flex it and feel human in a moment.
So many of these paintings today I feel like are really connecting with us in terms of how we feel them in our own experience. It is what it is from Yasmin. This is cool. So I think that's like a Google Glass.
Oh yeah, maybe it is. Well, it would be nice if we could all have a device that we carry around with us that gives us the reminder that it is what it is. We could all use that reminder from time to time.
I wonder if this piece is a commentary on AI technology. At least that's how I'm reading it.
If that's so, it is what it is.
Wow, Inking a Lot has done a fantastic job at capturing the moment between the air and the water.
Absolutely, such a contrast and such a tension in the duality.
And even just the way that he's executing the face right now, like just sharp angles, and he's allowed so many edges to become totally lost.
Lost. That resonates in this image.
It does, and my favorite is the little tick of where the part of the hair is.
You love the little what, sorry?
Little brush tick where the part of the hair is. You can see the person's scalp. It's just such a small detail that I love.
That's true, and that's a nice detail when you think about somebody's hair underwater, that it kind of floats and reveals a bit more of the scalp too.
so many great pieces.
Oh, I love the pink contrast. Oh my gosh. Sign me up for one of those. I will have that.
Tyson and I just both had a very physical reaction to this piece. We pulled around and saw the pink, and both of us were like, whoa!
I love that. And that's just the magic of a special round, you know, those wow moments when an artist busts something out that you weren't expecting. And it makes you say, wow!
Wow! And for us, I think it's this pink. It really just harmonizes everything.
Absolutely. I just want to go to there. I want to go to there.
I want to go to there too. I think this is one of my favorite recent wild card paintings. Great job, Rachel.
Wow, well, we are down to the final 10 more seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brushes down. Oh, brushes down, painters. Brushes down. Wow.
I didn't have really time to think, but it was so fun. I loved it.
Were you feeding off the energy, or did you just block them out? Like, did you?
I wanted to dance the whole time, but I was like, oh my God, I've got 5 minutes to go.
I know. I wanted to make sure I made the announcements really obvious. So, like, because you guys were all new painters, it's hard to know what the time is. So you had a really nice time. You're feeling ecstatic. This painting is amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about it and what you were sort of the idea behind it?
I just wanted to show like a lot of color in my work because I love color and I love portraits as well. So I just chose something that would capture both of them.
Well, capture, you did. You're fantastic at it. Good luck to you, Charlotte. I hope we get to see you paint again.
Thank you.
Okay. Go have fun. Go look at your painting. How are you feeling after your very first art battle?
Oh, I feel so good. The first time I felt so nervous, but now it was a fun experience.
Was it built up in your mind before? Like, was it worse in your head than it was actually doing it, you think?
For now,
Yeah, did you feel more nervous than you really, like it was easier than you thought it would be?
it was easy now, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your painting.
Oh, this is my favorite flower. I love it, the gold cherry. And the mix is what desert flower is my composition.
I love it. I love the colors, the yellow and the blue here and the green. I saw at first when you were painting and you couldn't tell what it was doing, but I love the perspective of it, and it just, I mean, it makes me happy just looking at it. I want to go for a lunch and I want to drink it and I want to eat the cupcakes.
Yeah, I brought my Coke Zero for just painting like this.
She needs a sponsorship. Coke Zero, sponsor this girl. And I love your jewelry as well.
Oh, thank you. The best match.
Okay, well, good luck to you. I hope we get to see you painting again tonight.
Oh, for tonight?
Okay, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Best of luck. How are you feeling after that?
Good. It was a lot of fun. I was trying to make sure all my paints didn't mix together, but yeah, it's a lot different. You kind of zone out when you're there and like forget everybody, but also are still kind of nervous. So, but it was a lot of fun.
I love the female form. What drew you to it? Like, what was the reason for painting this tonight?
That's mostly what I do. I am a body positivity painter, and I like to paint, nude art a lot. I love the female body, and I think that we should be celebrating what we look like, and you can't really celebrate it if you're told to hide it. So my goal as an artist is to show the body how it's natural and not always sexualized, in a way that is beautiful and that we can appreciate, of all different colors, sizes, and everything like that. So.
Thank you so much. Definitely something we can appreciate tonight. We'll see if the viewers at home and here tonight want to see you paint again, but I sure do. So I think that's what matters the most. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Sarah Courtney. We'll see you again, okay? Painting and what sort of inspired you to make this tonight?
It just me being the nature and then enjoy my time, being conscious about what's going on, and stay cool.
Stay cool. That's a great message. How did you keep your cool in front of this live audience?
I mean, you mean like how that feels?
How was it?
The music really helped me. I was dancing if you saw me.
Yeah.
So I was like too zoned out and so focused. I had fun, a lot of fun.
Okay, good. We had fun watching you. I love this painting, and so I hope we get to see you paint again tonight. If not, I'm sure we'll see you paint in the future.
Thank you so
Okay,
much. Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
Okay, that's it for us, I think. Oh no. Okay, talk to me about this. You didn't know you were painting tonight. She put her name in the wild card bucket. I picked her. Lucky me, lucky us. Tell me about this painting.
I just said get paint on the canvas, and then it turned into a mountain range. I had no plans going in. I felt so overwhelmed, but it turned into a painting.
Honestly, like it did, and I love the colors you used. It was very like, to me when I was watching you paint it was like sort of unicorn colors. You know that like unicorn poop they say, like the ice cream, like it's just color blast, and that's what I saw. But I just love, you can see little peaks of the colors in here. How was it painting in front of all these people?
I've never done that before. I've been an artist for a long time, and that was an awesome new experience. And I know I can do it, which is
Well, yeah, you did it. So like, that's like an accomplishment. You're now an art battle painter. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much for painting. Hopefully we see you again tonight, but if we don't see you paint tonight, I'm sure we'll see you at art battles in the future. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay. That's all for now. We'll see you at round 2. We're gonna announce round 1 and 2 painters very soon. So stay tuned. See you soon.
All right, here we go. The canvases are blank, but in 20 minutes, they will be beautiful, and you will have to choose who is the winner here tonight. Round 3 starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To our third and final round of Art Battle in Toronto. We have 20 minutes on the clock, and we have our 4 finalists up at the easels: Andre Castro, Rebecca Higgins, inking a lot, and Charlotte Hamilton.
Oh yes, we do. The excitement is high, folks. Thank you so much for everybody who has already voted, sending these fine artists to the final round here at Art Battle Toronto. Can't wait to see what transpires. How about you, Morgan?
I am particularly interested to see what these guys bring to the final. You know, it's really intense to bring your courage and creativity to Art Battle, and it's actually quite physical as well. And so to send these guys into the ring for a second round, there's an added layer of intensity there.
That's so true. You know, it is physical, and it's so much more than just the final piece that these artists are coming up with before our eyes. You know, we are seeing them go through love, sweat, and tears to create these works of art before our eyes, and it's a real privilege and a joy.
Ooh, very interesting start here. I believe that this is Andre Castro, and he's starting off with a teal paint marker and getting quite sketchy with it.
Yeah, we had that brief glance at his reference, which appeared to be a wolf. So I can't wait to see this, the majesty of this beast take form.
I always love getting a chance to peek at an artist's reference, because you really get the idea of the direct translation of the original image through the artist's brain and onto the canvas.
And isn't just that the magic of artists, that we get to see things through their lens, things through their perspective. And here we have a beautiful side portrait mapped out and a background of a lovely warm blue being laid down.
Once again, such a strong and rapid start from Charlotte. I honestly can't even believe that she's mapped out her proportions and is into the paint already in her first 2 minutes.
No kidding. It's almost easy to imagine that Charlotte would be done in about 5 minutes and then get to sit around for the remainder of the round.
Yeah, I want to make Charlotte participate in the special edition of Art Battle where she only has 5 minutes, and I think that she would absolutely kill it.
No kidding. But that is not the case tonight. Indeed, there's 17 more minutes, more than 17 more minutes left of this round, and still so much can change. Can't wait to see what transpires on all of these fine artists, fine canvases.
back over with inking a lot, and we're seeing a little bit of a different start from him this time. Looks like he's starting with a graphite sketch, and this imagery feels quite familiar.
I would say it does indeed look familiar.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
You know, looking at you right now, Morgan, you have a sort of a knowing look in your eyes, and such a knowing look in your smile, almost like you've got a Mona Lisa smile in a way, as you look at this image.
Oh, Tyson, this is why we have you back on the stream all the time. Just for the puns, just for the puns.
Thank you very much.
Wow, this is incredible. Look how quickly he's drawing in these super intense background elements. This is just blowing my mind already.
Totally, and worth commenting on the vast differences that these painters bring to their canvases in the first moments. And here we have a pencil sketching technique.
And again, a 4-minute sketch of the Mona Lisa? Like, what?
Oh, yeah, okay, just casual flex, no problem.
Yeah, exactly, casual flex. And here we are with Rebecca Higgins, and looks like she's switching it up into a landscape. Her original qualifying round piece was an incredible portrait, and I know that she's very familiar with landscape work as well.
Oh yeah, you know, and I was just up in Killarney this past weekend, so even just getting the faintest hint of, you know, some trees on a lake, and I am sold.
Oh yeah, just give me a Canadian wilderness painting any day, love it.
Absolutely.
She's starting off with a really subtle technique of working tone on tone with this kind of grayed out blue tone.
Big fan of the tone on tone technique. It's a classic.
And she's just kind of layering the trees over top of each other, and it feels very misty right now. Definitely very atmospheric.
Absolutely, and working from the background forward really begs the question. Captures the imagination, for me at least. Makes me think, what will take the forefront of this composition?
Such a great point, Tyson. Always interesting to see where artists start and how they move through the execution of their painting.
Back with a very cool wolf drawing, painting, taking shape here.
From Andre, and very similar start to his first round qualifying piece with all of these kind of staccato paintbrush marks, very short brush marks that all kind of collide together.
Absolutely, there's method to the madness, there's order to the chaos here.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying even just watching his hand movements and the way that his hand is dancing across the canvas, and you can see him kind of hovering his paintbrush around places, trying to figure out where he wants to put that stroke, and then finally laying it down, and it's just so satisfying.
Very satisfying, and it just makes me think, you know, in a way that he's discovering it as he goes. You know, the brushstrokes are exploratory, and the wolf is being revealed through exploration and imagination. And
there's something that's so immersive and just so captivating in the way that he's painting. We're along for the ride, really.
Speaking of being along for the ride, we are arriving back at Rebecca's canvas here, or rather Charlotte, beg your pardon, and being drawn into a moody side portrait here. Still so much to be revealed, but still at the moment I'm so intrigued, you know. Interesting approach, having the grayscale across the head and forehead.
Yeah, and the mood already is so established just based on this really subtle downward tilt of the head. There's already such an emotionality within this piece.
And I love the line drawing, the crisscross there. That just kind of is the original framework or mapping out of the composition. Just kind of neat to see the original drawing get buried in the textures and what remains.
Yeah, it's so fun to see the origin points of where she's placing these different proportions and how different parts of the painting become obscured as it continues to form. Boom.
Wow.
I'm just gonna paint the Mona Lisa in 20 minutes. No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, but it's sort of a Mona Lisa remix, which frankly we are long overdue for.
Yeah, definitely bringing it into more of a contemporary space with some of the color decisions here. I'm so excited. I think something that I really, really hope that we catch on camera is the way that he handles the hands, because hands are so complicated to paint and they're so small in the composition that that's a really difficult subject matter to tackle.
What's interesting is that in this particular case, the hands actually look proportionally quite large, which gives almost a forced perspective sense here. Wonder if that's a deliberate choice or if that is a happy accident.
I would think that that's feeling quite stylistic to me, especially with the emphasis that he's doing it with. And I'm so happy that we're getting this moment and just watching him chip in his midtones here. And man, I'll say it all day long. Hands are hard. Hands are hard to paint.
Well, there's nothing that isn't hard about fierce battle, of which you are all witnessing here tonight at Art Battle Toronto.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we're getting the foreground of our dreams here from Rebecca.
Yep, I am transported right back to the camping trip of my past weekend. Beautiful. Thank you so much for taking me there, Rebecca. Thank you!
And there's this really beautiful subtlety within her strokes that she sometimes chooses to allow a little bit of a break in her line work. And it's just, there's something about that detail that really does it for me. And we are officially past the halfway mark of our final round, our third and final round for Art Battle Toronto. Once again, only one artist will emerge the winner of tonight's event, and that artist will snag the last spot at the Toronto Finals happening on June 20th.
That is so exciting. I can't believe we're already at the Toronto Finals, but that really just elevates the stakes here and makes it all the more important for you at home, folks, to get your votes in tonight.
Yes, the season has just totally flown by, and we've been totally spoiled with incredible artwork. And if you are an artist who wants to paint in Toronto, we are actively taking applications for our September event right now. So head over to artbattle.com/artists.
And we're back with Andre here, getting to know this wolf a little bit more with every stroke.
Getting into these hits of yellow and the way that the yellow is picking up a little bit of the blue underneath and getting just a tiny tone of green, I love it.
Love it, love it, love it. Hello there, Wolf. You're doing great.
And especially with the yellow in the eyes.
Big fan of that too. You know, if you like wolves, you're gonna love this painting.
Oh, surprise!
Yep.
So surprised with this piece. And how the hair is obscuring most of the face. That's a bold compositional choice.
Super bold compositional choice. It really leaves a lot to the imagination. Makes you wonder, who is she?
Who is she? It really underlines a sense of anonymity within the portrait that allows viewers to kind of place themselves within that person.
And that's really a truly special thing about art, is when you are drawn in and the creation of the reality of the art is between the artist, the canvas, and also you, the viewer.
Yeah, all of these incredible relationships being built with each and every brushstroke. I also want to point out how Charlotte is handling the highlight in the hair and allowing the background to just shine through.
Yeah, that's a great observation. And I love the hyper contrast of the very dark hair in the presents, and then we're getting some nice contrast and some warm, subtle skin tones as well. So.
Yeah, really interesting color story here from Charlotte with the grayish blue background, starkness of the black hair, and then the warmth in the skin. Just loving it.
Did you say color story?
Color story.
That's lovely. I haven't heard that phrase before.
She's creating a color story for us.
Color story, indeed.
And she's, even just the way that she's capturing the shadow that the hair would cast on the neck is really beautiful. Inking a lot.
Inking a lot. If you like Mona Lisa and you like a sweet remix, you're going to love this.
This is looking really dope. He's doing a fantastic job. And really, there's so many points of challenge within this piece, especially within a scale of this size, doing all of these things really small, but he's breaking down the shadows into their shaped parts, and it's communicating really well.
And it's a compelling facial expression of this individual being portrayed. Looks like perhaps a baguette is in embrace, and you know, with only 5 minutes and 30 seconds, it's exciting times to see the final minutes of how this painting will come to life.
Yeah, I would love to see Inking a Lot bring the background up just a little bit tighter to the figure. I think that that will add to the level of completion in the piece.
Indeed, yeah, it's not quite at the completion moment, but we still have a full 5 minutes, so I'm excited to see what transpires.
And it really is nuts what these guys can do with only 5 minutes.
We've got some beautiful details on Rebecca's flowers here in the foreground. A beautiful natural scene here. I am transported. I'll say it again.
I am enjoying the way that Rebecca has given us the creaminess of these flowers. And kudos to our camera guy, Mike, right now. He's giving us a sweet shot of exactly what I'm talking about. But the way that she's blended the white into the purple, it looks like in the same brush stroke. So she's picking up multiple colors as she's laying them down and allowing them to kind of have a little bit of spontaneity in the way that they blend together.
They look very nearly edible.
They do, like almost like sugar flowers. Ooh, cool. Andre's doing that technique that we saw him do in the first round where he's adding in this really loose black line work.
Aha, the secret weapon brought out in the final moments of this third and final round of battle.
This totally is Andre's secret weapon for this battle, and I'm so digging it. It really creates such an opportunity to engage with the audience because we're so surprised by the different approaches that he's taking.
Absolutely. Always such a pleasure to see what weapons these warriors bring into the field of battle.
Ooh, I didn't even notice that hit of red on the ruff of the neck of our wolf. I like that too.
Nice touch. Absolutely. Lots of details to take in and appreciate, especially with a piece that's still kind of riding the line of abstraction to reality. Very intrigued by these lines being laid upon the canvas in the final moments.
Me too. It almost, the way that he's laying it down with the fluidity that he's got in his hand, it feels like a signature. Like it feels like he's practiced these marks, and there's an effortlessness here.
You know what? And getting a closer look at these eyes, there's sort of a calmness in the wolf's eyes, which is very appealing to me.
That hit of red in the chin is everything.
Yeah, I mean, talk about color story. That it really draws in the audience, makes me wonder, you know, what's happened to this girl? You know, what's going on here? Why is her face so red?
And the texture that Charlotte has in the bun of the figure's hair as well, where she's just kind of scraped away a little bit of paint, it gives us a moment of dynamic quality.
Totally, and again, such a strong choice to make so much of the composition, the hair, because it really is both. It's an element of character in and of itself, but it's also in many ways obscuring the true nature of this individual who's being portrayed.
Yeah, it definitely gives us a mysterious quality, and Charlotte, right on cue, managing her time perfectly in our final 90 seconds here. She's just adding her color to the stretcher bars of the canvas. Really a pro.
Absolutely, it's these fine details that really kind of bring a painting from a work of art to a wonderful product. Something that it can be of your own possession, folks. You could have these pieces at your house, at your home, at your place of work if you wanted to participate in our auction, and you could be the proud owner.
Final minute, 1 minute remaining in the last qualifying round before the Toronto finals. Woo!
Oh my, oh my.
It's high stakes. Getting into our finishing moments here with inking a lot. He's just really chipping in some of those highlights and pulling it back with a finger. Interesting technique there, just picking up and diffusing the paint a little bit.
Absolutely. And it started off as something familiar, and now it's arrived at something very unique.
We are just about to head into our final countdown.
Oh yeah. Bring it on down to the final 10, folks. Here we go.
All right, this round ends in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Yes, keep it going for these 4 art battle finalists. This is the last opportunity to get into our Toronto regional final next month, June 20th. So they were hungry for it. You can tell this is going to be a difficult decision. Art lovers, it's all in your hands. Which of these painters do you want to see paint next month at our regional final? Which of these painters do you which one do you want to vote for? It's going to be tough. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, have a look at all. Tanya does not know who you should vote for. Tanya has no idea who you should vote for. So it is up to
I
you.
love them all. I just love them all. Okay, but sorry, I
We like them. They are all winners tonight, but only one of these paintings will be the winner tonight. Get your votes in there now and your bids. Auctions will be closing for round 1 and 2 in just a few minutes, and round 3 will stay open a little while longer. So get your bids in there now before this. Such talent and courage. We are blessed to see so many new faces and have so many painters who want to return. It's just, we're really proud to be working with so many amazing artists. Not just here in Toronto, but we've expanded, starting here in Toronto, we expanded across the country, across the United States, and now around the world. So we have so many painters working with us, and we feel truly special about that. But now, it is time to find out who is going through to the city final. Tanya, would you please announce the winner?
It is my absolute pleasure tonight, Chris, to announce Charlotte Hamilton! Come on up to the stage. You are tonight's champion. You have earned your spot in our Toronto Regional Final June 20th. How are you feeling right now, Charlotte?
Speechless, a little overwhelmed. I've been wanting to do this for a few years, and It's just awesome. I love it. It was so fun.
Yes. What gave you that final push to just come here tonight and do it? Like, what was the turning point?
Well, I could have said no because I couldn't come to the last one that I was accepted at, but I think it was Morgan who said, it's okay, we have one in May, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing it.
Morgan's the best at people. Give it up for Morgan. She just wants artists. She just knows artists. She knows art. She just has that love, and they have this love for you. You have earned your place in our Toronto Regional Final. How does that feel? Like, you're painting now in the final too. You could represent. You could be in the nationals if you win the final. You know, it's
and then internationals.
And then internationals, and then the universe.
Wow.
Space,
Amazing.
Mars, Art Battle Mars. Thank you so much. Let's talk about this painting real quick. I don't want to be in front of it. Okay, like from the stage I could see it. The hair, it looks like real hair, the reflection. What made you do this tonight? Why this? Tell me about it.
Well, first I wanted to do a Toronto scene, then I wanted to do a landscape, and then I'm like, no, you know what? Like, portraits I think people can relate to. But I wanted to create a portrait that somebody could put on their wall and not have staring at them. So I thought it had that, I don't know, like a serene, calm feel about it that I'd be okay with having it in my house.
You're thinking about your audience. You're conscientious. I appreciate that. Well, thank you so very much, Charlotte. They love you. We'll see you again. Congratulations, and we will see you definitely June 20th.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Give it up one more time for Miss Charlotte Hamilton. Thank you. Thank you. For our live stream hosts, Morgan and Tyson, thank you, of course, for taking us through the night. Our live stream himself, Mr. Mike Deneen. There's lots of people to thank. All of our Art Battle staff. Oh, the auction. The auction is in the front room, and it's going to be closing soon. That's more important. We'll talk good PR. But basically what's going to happen now with the live auction, you'll start getting text messages if you've bid on a painting. If you've been, we'll start closing the auction, and if you've been outbid, it'll stay open a little bit longer. So just keep checking, and you can get your final bids in. Nikki will be in the front room to help take your payments. If you get those, what else do we say here? I'm kerfluffled.
Thank you for joining us. The next one is
June 20th. Get into the front room.
Get home safe. If you are the winning bidder, you can take your painting home tonight or opt for shipping. Up to you. Thank you, Tanya, for an amazing job hosting. I will see you again in exactly 4 weeks' time.
I can't wait. Best night of my life.
Good night.